And I really want as well. I really want like just a few years where scientists stop exploring space and start exploring the rest of our planet that hasn't been explored yet.
Hell yeah, dude. I want the same. Like everyone goes on about how the ocean's unexplored and all that shit, and I need to go down there explore that shit as well. And I'd fucking love that, dude.
Yeah.
I'd be one of those people to go explore that. I'd love if we did explore that and all that. But what about the fucking like underneath the volcanoes and shit like that? You know how much fucking
Yeah.
precious metals and gems are under there? We just can't get to it because no motherfuckers over here like, I'm gonna just go down into the lava, just fucking go for a big old swim, scuba dive real quick, and some magma and shit. But I mean, it could be done.
But I mean, if they took the time to actually like develop the technology, like
Hell yeah, dude! Like we like in a few short years, we legit reached the fucking moon. And like if we just spend a little bit more time, maybe 10, 15, maybe 20 years, we'd easily be able to explore the depths of the ocean. But we don't really have many big corporations or anything like that. Lots of people with lots of money
I
to
guarantee
invest
if
in that.
I guarantee if Elon Musk just sort of sat down for a little bit, decided, all right, I've had enough of space. Let's focus on this planet. I guarantee you, Elon Musk could figure out a way to explore the bottom of the ocean as well as
Hell
like
yeah.
other areas. Like
Easily, because
sure, it would take like maybe a decade or so to sort of get that technology working, but it's not impossible.
yeah. Plus, he's already got his mining company, so he can easily, even if he can't go from the water down to the depths, he could probably drill, like, I don't know, fucking, like, use his drills and shit like that as a base, because they need it on top of drilling, they need to also withstand the pressures of the fucking the rocks and all that, and, like, the ground, so they don't fucking collapse and break. So
Yeah.
you could use those as a base, so it'll lessen the time.
Like if I read this correctly, I'm pretty sure just this year alone there were 33 new species of animals discovered, and
Jesus.
and most of them were living underground.
Yeah, like fucking hell, man. I
In,
love all the. There's
including as well,
also.
there was one species, there was one human species discovered as well.
Oh yeah, goddamn. But there's like in like hidden caves that are like sealed up by rockfall and all that shit. You could just drill through those, but no one does because no, obviously you don't know where it is. But I mean, like if you were fucking tunneling around, you could find it.
Yeah.
Like caves that are too small to fit humans through, you could just excavate the fucking area. Make a little dig site if you need to. Don't tear up the fucking land. I'm just saying, like, if a rock is in the way, move the fucking rock. Get rid of the fucking rock. Do something. Just don't leave Earth like a fucking. Leave it for something that may or may not even be useful to us.
Because I guarantee you as well, knowing our luck, the cure for like cancer or something like that is just chilling at the bottom of the ocean, just like waiting.
Yeah, probably. Like, some dumb fucking shit like that is like, yeah, we already have the cure for cancer. We just don't have it researched because it's at the bottom of the fucking ocean,
And
where
we'd
it's
rather
buried
we'd
under
rather
three
explore a
tons.
new planet than try to find it.
Yeah, a new planet which has no organic matter, nothing like that to study. The most it has is probably frozen fucking bacteria. That's it.
Perfect for starting an entirely new virus back on Earth. Let's give that a shot, boy.
Like, if we focus more time and effort on research and funding on researching the animals we currently have, even if we don't research the ones that are like, we don't find any new species and research them, we just research the ones we already have, we could
Yeah.
probably find out so fucking much more.
Yeah,
Because
like
of, we can,
evolution and
for
shit. Like,
example, yeah, for example, like a starfish can, how the fuck does a starfish regenerate? You can cut off each of its tentacles, and it'll regenerate a completely new starfish from each of those tentacles. Like, how the fuck? If we can get hold of that technology, like
How come
that
that's not
whole
even
bullshit.
used to stop world hunger? If you can just keep making new starfish, then how come we don't just do that and stop world hunger?
Yeah, and eat the starfish or something. There's
Yeah.
already genetically modified fucking um, plants and all that shit. Even animals as well. Why the fuck? What's to say? What's stopping us from doing that to starfish? Making them quadruple the size, making them quadruple the muscle mass, so they actually like have a lot of meat on them. Like, what's stopping us from doing that? Plus, they're sustainable
Yeah.
because they just fucking grow from each other. Like, all you need is food for them, which is plentiful because all they eat is fucking like random shit. Like, I think they eat like dead fish and stuff like that. Like, man. And also, they were all scientists have found a way of extracting cells from a cow, growing the cells into meat, and then like cooking that meat and eating it. So you extract cells from a cow, then those cells grow into like little slabs of muscle, and then it's legit just meat
So you're
that has
not
been
even killing the
grown.
cow. You're legitimately
Yeah,
just
the cow is perfectly fine. You take like what, like a syringe full of blood. That's it, as opposed to killing the entire cow. But in saying that, though, of course, we have like fuck all research on that. The most that they've been able to create is about like what? I think it's like 5 centimeters by 2 centimeters, like a piece of steak like that. So it's like a bite-sized piece, but it's better than no fucking food. Like,
yeah. Again, see, that should have millions of dollars worth of research put into it. Just that alone.
and I
Like,
and I guarantee you, it doesn't even have close to like a fraction of that. At
yeah.
most, probably like 1, 2, maybe $3 million
Yeah, and
invested
it
into them.
probably only has like 4 people working on it. Like,
Yeah, when like I'm not saying the coronavirus is of less importance, but I mean, you'd rather sort world hunger than a fucking pandemic, in my opinion. But I
yeah, because
mean,
eventually the pandemic itself is going to blow over, but like, world hunger's still going to be
yeah,
here. Like,
like if worse comes to worse, virus and it stays with us for a long time, eventually will the human race will build up an immunity to the fucking virus.
yeah.
But we're not gonna build an immunity to fucking world hunger, at least not for a long fucking time. And I mean like thousands and thousands and thousands of years from now.
The thing is that you wouldn't even build up an immunity to that. You'd have to evolve into that.
Yeah,
Like,
like probably the only way to go would be, in my opinion, I think it would be not in my opinion, but I mean like I think it would have to be
in my professional opinion.
photosynthesizing, nigga. Like I don't know if it would be photosynthesizing. I think it would have to do something with salt water, like extracting the nutrients. I mean the minerals and stuff like that from salt water, or water in general.
Yeah.
Like you drink water to substitute for a little bit of food and your water intake, obviously. Something like that. I don't know. I'm not a fucking scientist.
In all honesty, I reckon people who play sport, their paychecks should be like cut in half, if that.
Oh,
It should be
definitely.
cut
Fucking.
further down than half.
Because this dude was like, "Oh, what are you gonna do with your first $1 million that you get from signing this new contract?" All he does is sign a contract because he plays a sport good. He signs a contract and immediately he gets $1 million, and he will get $1 million every single, I think, football season. They're fucking common. They're everywhere. They
Yeah.
happen all the time. And I'm just sitting here like, this guy, he's playing a sport which,
Which
yeah,
anyone can do. Like,
arguably,
you don't even need an education to play a sport.
yeah, like you don't need an education. Anyone can do, and I guess you could say it's fucking like it's not even of high importance, is what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
someone like a scientist or someone with a master's degree in say engineering or I don't know forensics or something of high importance, way higher than a fucking sports player. It gets not even 1/10 of the salary as that fucker. They would get at most, I think, 97K or something like that.
Yeah, some ridiculously small
If
number.
if they get employed, that is. They have a there's lots and lots of people who just become homeless or with have no job when they have like a master's or a diploma or any high sort of degree or anything like that. They just can't do anything with it because either they can't get a job because it's all filled, or they just can't get a job at all because it's not they don't exist yet. Like the jobs aren't available.
Yeah.
There's too many people in them or something like that. So they can't even do what they wanted and get paid. But this motherfucker gets $1 million for playing a sport. What? And that's one person. That's one example.
Yeah, and
There's
it's not like sports
thousands.
players are even rare. There are so many sports players.
Yeah, and they all pretty much do the same fucking thing. Obviously, I mean, like, not in, like, playing the same sport. Not
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, yeah? Fuck.
The
My
the,
brain
the
don't
I
work too
reckon
good.
I reckon the one I reckon the one sport I don't even know if you can really call it a sport, but the one thing I consider an exception is probably wrestling, because
Yeah.
because a you have to be completely fully athletic and you actually need to properly train to be a wrestler, but b
Yeah.
everyone knows it's sort of fake and you're not really even like a sports person, you're more of an entertainer. So
Yeah.
technically you have a completely different job than an actual like football player or something like that.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing as how it was back in the day with people like the king or whatever would have like they'd watch someone jousting or something like that. It's entertainment. The people who are jousting have to obviously fucking practice and all that shit and stuff like that. Like, I just find it really fucking dumb how people with that could be life-saving people like doctors and all that could get paid less than someone who catches a ball and throws a ball essentially.
Yeah.
I love. If we recorded all of that, it would have been good like random rants and shit for the
Well,
podcast, funny
I
podcast.
can save the video clip. The only thing is that in the background is going to be me playing Minecraft.
Oh well, dude, who doesn't like a
Actually,
bit of Minecraft?
fuck it, yeah, I can save it. Technically, I can just put a black screen over the top of it. So you're going to hear the Minecraft sound effects, but it's just